Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. I told y'all I was going to start posting more videos on my channel again. So happy new year. I am back. And today I'm just kind of like doing a little bit of cooking. I need to do some cleaning. So don't look back there. Okay. Don't do it because you're judging me already. And I don't need to be judged. It's a new year. We got a lot of things going on. But today, I am working from home. And so I decided to do a little bit of cooking to kind of prep for the weekend. Make sure we have a couple of things to eat because I don't cook every day. I try to cook enough for us to eat over a course of a couple of days. And that way I can focus on like getting tasks done around the house or getting some projects done that I'm working on, and also spending time with the family. And cooking takes up a lot of time. The more kids you have, the more mouths you have to feed. And now my son is starting to try out some solid foods. And so that's a whole nother project because I like to cook everything. I do not like to buy store-bought food or jarred food or anything like that because you just never know like the process that it takes and what is being put into food, even if unintentionally, when they're processing these things. And so I try to minimize that as much as possible. But anyway, I am currently making some collard greens. I'm also kind of like making myself brunch at the same time because I didn't eat breakfast, so I need to eat brunch. I am still pumping and nursing, so I have to make sure that I'm keeping my milk supply up. And if there's any moms out there, like, are y'all struggling? Or did y'all struggle when you went back to work and your milk supply dropped and you're still trying to nurse and it's just so many things going on, it's just not the same. And so my son is about to be 6 months and I'm very proud of myself for even getting this far, but I am starting to see a drop in my milk supply. And TMI, my cycle just went off, so I know that was part of it. But usually it goes right back to normal after that following week. So I'm not seeing my supply go back up to where it was, and it could have been because I was traveling for a couple of weeks before that, and so my pumping schedule was kind of all over the place. Just a little bit of everything, and so try not to stress about it. You know, if all else fail, I have milk stored up. And so if I need to supplement to kind of just like build up my supply and so that I can stretch it out over the next few months, I'll do that. But just any moms out there have any tips, let me know. Like I said, I am cooking collard greens, trying to decide what else I'm going to cook with it. I believe I have some black eyed peas in the freezer, but we'll see if I get to that point. I might just do a protein, and I also thought about making chili, some type of chili. So because we're supposed to get some more cold weather, it's currently cold now. It kind of warmed up a little bit this morning. It's so backwards. It's like a little bit warmer in the morning, then gets cool in the middle of the day. Texas weather, I tell you, it's so up and down. But I've already started boiling my water. I tend to like season my water before I put my greens in there. I'm actually going to bake or oven roast some turkey legs as well. I had that. I bought a couple of days ago from the store, and I said, this would be a good protein that doesn't require a lot of my attention because I'm just gonna pop it in the oven. I got a recipe from my mom that's very simple. And I've already started cutting up my collard greens. I just got just this little bit left to cut up. And what I plan to do and what I normally do when I'm cooking my greens is I will put some type of protein in the water. So I season it with chicken broth, onion powder, black pepper, a little bit of Cajun seasoning, not too much because my daughter likes greens and so I don't want it spicy for her. I want her to be able to eat it. I boil usually it's either turkey necks. Last time I used smoked turkey, we don't really love that. We like just the regular turkey necks. That way I can build up my own flavor profile and not have so much smoke in it. Does that make sense? But today I have turkey legs. And so I'm going to put one in the pot to boil with the greens, and then I'm going to oven roast the other 3. And then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to cook for my brunch. I have a sweet potato over here. I'll probably make sweet potato puree and fries for Grayson and Yuri. And I'll figure out what I'll do from there. But I do need to do some cleaning today as well. I have a couple of things on my to-do list that I need to get done. One being I'm working on just a project for our family to generate some income, some additional income. So look out for that. I hope you all like it when you see it, and I hope you decide to support us. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll keep you all updated as more progresses. But let's get started, or let's finish up our collard greens and our sweet potatoes, and we'll go from there. All right, so as you can see, I just put the turkey legs in the oven. The oven was preheated to 400. I'm gonna let it bake in the oven for about an hour and a half on 400. And then if I feel like it's tender enough, I will increase the heat to probably like 450, 475 without the foil so that the skin can crisp up a bit. So I'm hoping with this recipe that our turkey legs will be juicy, but our skin will be a little bit crispy. This is my first time cooking it this way. I don't cook turkey legs often, but I figure it will be a change up from what we normally eat. Or what I normally cook. And then I also have the turkey leg boiling in the pot. I'm gonna let the meat start to cook, get a little tender before I add my greens. So I'm actually gonna put the greens back in the fridge for now until I feel like the turkey leg is at a place to where I'm ready to add those. So while we're waiting for the food to cook, I do have a question. Do you all believe in New Year's resolutions? Do you believe in New Year goals? What does that look like for you all? Something for me is I try to set a set of goals for myself. Goals that are attainable. Do I always knock off every goal off my list every single year? No, I do not. But it feels good at the end of the year to look back at my list that I created back in January or even December and say, hey, I did get some pretty good projects done this year, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that. So it works for me. It makes me feel proud. I've never done a vision board, but me and a couple of my friend girls are actually talking about doing like a little overnight thing, doing some self-care at the beginning of the year, along with doing some vision boards. These are women that I'm actually planning on doing a few projects with as well this year. So there's a lot to look forward to this year, and I hope you all stay tuned with me, kind of follow my journey as I'm really focusing on myself and my businesses. One thing I believe in is that you should eventually work for yourself and not work for someone else for the rest of your life, because I've seen time and time again, and if that works for you, great, right? But I know that people are also replaceable, right? And so I believe in having something set up for me and my family that if the case ever arises where I'm let go or I lose my job or the business shut down or there's just changes within the organization, that I'm set up in my own personal ventures to where I don't have to stress about what I'm going to do next. So even if you decide to work for a business until you retire, great. You know, you have yourself set up. You have a plan that works for you. But also think about having another stream of income that is solely reliant upon you, right? Or you and your family, you and your spouse. And that way you always have that cushion just in case something happens, right? I think that's a beautiful thing to see people own their own businesses, own their own properties, own their land, own whatever they decide they want to own. I think it feels good to just have your own and know that you're confident in what you're doing and you're driven to do more than the norm, right? So that's certainly part of my goals for this year, is just focus on some projects that I've have already started, right? And I want to continue. And I also have some new projects that I want to start up. And so I am trying to really get to a place to where I can focus on one thing at a time, or at least if it's multiple things, that it's manageable for me, right? Because I do have 2 children. I have 2 under 2. I do work full time. I do have my own personal private business, but I also have other things that I want to do too. And I'm like, work hard now so I don't have to work hard later, right? So I'm willing to make those sacrifices this year to really hone in on the things that I want to do and to make a better version of myself. One thing about me is I'm always learning. I always want to learn. That's something that really drives me, is being able to learn something new. So speaking of, one of my books, which has been a book that's been around for a very long time, but I'm just now getting to read, is Atomic Habits. And so I really want to start off my year with, as the book says, have those tiny changes, but have big results, right? And really paying attention to the mindset, the goals that we set for ourselves, the patterns that we create in order to attain those goals, right? And so I figured this would be a great way to start my year. If you all want to follow along and read this book with me, and I can kind of do like a little video where we kind of check in to see what your thoughts are and what my thoughts are as we read the book, I would gladly do that. Just let me know and comment down below if you're already read it or you're reading it again or you're reading it for the first time. I think it's a great read for anyone, at least so far. But let me know if you want me to create that video. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share my channel, comment, guys, like the video. We're trying to get monetized in 2025, and the only way that I'm going to do that is me posting videos and being consistent, and you supporting me and really helping to get my video out there, right? Support my channel, share with everyone, and I hope that you all are enjoying the content so far. All right, so I had to take a break, a pump break. Then I just got the message that Maverick, my dog, is done with his grooming, so I have to go pick him up. I was able to get a little bit of work done in between pumping and cooking, so that's good. So I'm just gonna, still haven't eaten, by the way. Still haven't eaten. So I'm sure one of your tips, if you are a nursing / pumping mom, is to eat enough. Yeah. So I am going to, and again, don't judge me, got to do some cleaning, but of course it's pointless to clean while you're cooking. I'm going to finish out cooking, go pick up Maverick, and eat something. And I think I'm going to end this vlog here and start another one. I do want to chat with you all about a couple of things. So I will see you all in the next video. See you then. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I just want to remind you that I would appreciate if you all subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment down below if you're reading Atomic Habits, or if there's certain food that you like to eat or certain things you like to do to start your year off fresh. I know a lot of people like to eat their collard greens and black eyed peas for money and good luck, so I'm all for whatever gets you motivated for the year. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next video.